An elderly gentleman suffering from erectile dysfunction hires Deadpool to liberate Rhino's horn, firmly convinced it's the miracle cure he's been waiting for. Wade, sensing both cash and chaos, agrees and storms Rhino's place with a chainsaw like a hardware store maniac. Unfortunately, Rhino reacts like a fleshy battering ram and launches Wade out the window before the first rev. Before Wade can regroup, Mr. Whitaker's wife calls, offering a cool $250,000 to drop the job. She calmly explains she doesn't want her husband rediscovering his youth, especially if that youth includes chasing baristas and regrowing chest hair. Wade pauses, probably picturing old man abs, but then Whitaker himself calls, growling, "I know that nagging bitch is on the other line," and reminds Wade about the original deal. Wade sighs, pockets the insult, and reloads. Armed with a machine gun this time, Wade breaks in again and, surprise, is tossed right back out like a malfunctioning action figure. Rhino, now beyond fed up, charges Wade like a runaway tank. Wade hops onto a motorcycle, playing real-life Frogger as Rhino obliterates traffic behind him. Back home, Wade scrambles into his secret Avengers stash. His master plan: Iron Man's boots for flight, Hulk's purple pants for intimidation, and no regard for copyright law. He's convinced this bizarre cosplay fusion will give him the edge. But before he can test that theory, Rhino crashes through and grabs him mid-monologue, hoisted Wade into the air before slamming him into the wall like an unpaid intern. Just as Rhino asked if he had any last words, Wade casually whipped out Ant-Man's shrinking gas and blasted it into Rhino's face. For a moment, Wade looked around, confused, until he realized Rhino was now roughly the size of a gummy bear and awkwardly trapped somewhere under his rear. While Wade was still sitting, quite literally, on the situation, Mrs. Whitaker called him with a new offer: $750,000 if he would destroy the horn instead of delivering it. But before he could respond, Mr. Whitaker countered with a cool $1,000,000. Wade, being the responsible professional mercenary that he was, accepted the higher bid faster than a therapist cancels your session when you say, "I'm fine." He delivered the horn to Mr. Whitaker as promised, but before making his exit, he couldn't help but suggest that the couple maybe try therapy or, at the very least, a marriage consultant who didn't charge by the minute. With his usual flair, Wade convinced the bickering duo to stop fighting and reconcile, because nothing says relationship goals quite like a Rhino horn-fueled bidding war. Oddly enough, after hearing Wade ramble about love, virility, and horn metaphors, the couple decides to talk things out. The old man and his wife reconcile with only minor trauma. Wade walks off feeling good, emotionally fulfilled. Just as he's processing that alien feeling, a gunshot echoes. Wade races home and traps a now tiny Rhino in a glass jar, tossing cookies inside like feeding an angry hamster. Rhino chomps them furiously, swearing and dismemberment once he regrows. Wade flips the light switch off, shrugs, and leaves the jar on the shelf like a passive-aggressive snow globe.